Hey guys, it's UKHHN with First Class Horror and Crazyenglishman. Obviously, we're going to do a podcast based all around the HHN 25 house leak list, whatever you want to call it, that was obviously revealed on HHN Rumours yesterday. So, how are we doing, guys? Are you okay?
Yeah, good.
I don't know if you, I don't know if I'm shocked the list got revealed, or if I'm just kind of was expecting it to come any day anyway, due to it was basically last year and in 2013, the same thing happened as well. So I don't. How did you guys feel about when you saw the list last night or this morning?
I mean, for me, when I saw it, I was both excited and a little let down because not because the mazes were bad, but simply because, well, there goes the fun of speculating and waiting for each reveal to come out. It's just kind of just laid out on the table. But as for the list itself, the maze properties and stuff like that, I'm really excited. I've already expressed I'm super psyched for Freddy vs. Jason, and also for the body collectors to come back mixed with Shady Brook. That's really exciting.
So I'm just having a look why Twitter has decided to tweet this live stream in Spanish on my Twitter page, which is quite good.
That happened the other day.
I'm just kind of bilingual now. That's quite cool. Sorry, just while I seen it, I was kind of a bit shocked. Yeah, I mean, I was the same. I thought with the list, I was kind of expecting it, but there was some houses that I was kind of looking at the list through cracks in my fingers, hoping they weren't there. So, to say the least, it was kind of. So yeah, it was Psychomassacre Films. Thanks for joining us. Are you okay?
Hey guys, what's up?
Yo, what's going
John.
So you haven't missed much. We've just actually started. Was just saying about was we any of us actually shocked or surprised with the list actually appearing late last night, early for you over in the States. Obviously, Dave was just saying about obviously some of the mazes that are going to be coming. I was just saying that I was kind of half expecting it due to someone saying that the house was going to get revealed last Wednesday. So it does make me wonder. I reckon it's only about days or probably a week or two until we get our kind of first HHN 25 reveal of some sorts, whether it's a theme or an house. So how do you feel, First Class Horror?
Yeah, I mean, like, the lineup was pretty good, but again, as everybody said, well, as everybody I've seen anywhere has said, that it doesn't feel like a big anniversary. But I've seen some people made the point that, I mean, it's not been that long since the 20th, and we've only got 5 years to go till it's the 30th anniversary, which is 3 decades, and maybe are they holding out? But again, I think that's people clutching. I mean, the event is going, obviously with The Walking Dead coming every year, and now with talks of American Werewolf coming back, I think things like that are going to happen, and you know, obviously with marketing and stuff like that, original content is going to take a backseat to anything that draws money.
Yeah, definitely. No. I think we've all kind of had to grin and bear what's happened with HHN to an extent. I think we're all every year we all hold out for some sort of theme and some sort of icon, and I think kind of it's fading into the sunset these days. I mean, I think we can all agree between all four of us that obviously Jack's back to some extent, obviously, but I just want to see to what extent how they use him. I mean, Psycho, do you think? Do you think they just kind of throw him there for us lot, and then it'll still be The Walking Dead as the main theme, or do you think they'll use him as a fully fledged icon with the event based around him?
Well, first of all, wait, Jack is coming back? Was he leaked too? Just kidding. No, like, in all seriousness, I think that Jack will be like Michonne, and he'll have like a bunch of zombies chained up to him. He'll be like, "Go away! I'm the hooded clown." No, no, seriously now. No, I really don't know. Like, I think they'll. I mean, at least I hope that they do is that they have Jack kind of like 2007, where they have him at the front, but he presents these properties. So maybe he just kind of like imagining here, like maybe he lets out like in a certain place in the commercial, he lets out like a bunch of walkers from one place to attack a group of people or somebody, and that way the Walking Dead's introduced. Um, Maybe he would scream as well. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. That how they might do it. Have Jack presenting the properties.
I mean, one of the things that I've kind of been told today from this, I've got a person that keeps emailing me. I don't actually know who it is, and I won't give out like what they're called or anything. But they said to me today that there's a big rumour that the commercial will still be the same as Hollywood's again this year, which is kind of worrying. So that's a big shot. But also the fact is as well is that what they've gone for, instead of all this Carnival of Carnage kind of 2 thing, etc., the reason we maybe get something along the lines is because they've been told to reuse props. So basically they've kind of pushed it so that's what the fans want, but realistically they're doing it to kind of save money. And a lot of the costumes that are on the streets this year are probably what's been used in the past. And they're also saying the other thing as well is why it's not going to be it's like a bit of a best of years, because then you don't have to kind of come up with a story how Jack's got out, or the icons or people from the past, or like Shady Brook coming back. It's because it's not following a storyline from the previous houses that have been. It's basically just Ego is a body collectors or Shady Brook House or the Jack House or whatever it's going to be, and there's no kind of continuity from previous events. So it's kind of strange, really. I can kind of get it. I mean, it means I have to make up stories, but I just kind of find it a bit lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just my worry is that it is. I think 25 years is bigger than 20, and it's bigger than 30 because obviously it's a quarter of your century. So I thought this would be the big one, really. But I just, I mean, the streets sound good. To what the kind of ideas floating around. Obviously, that's the one thing that's not 100%. But it's American Wealth in London for me that I'm scratching my head about. I just can't. I see that the fact is that the rumour going around that they got told they had to reuse props or announced it in the past, so the reason they used it is because obviously it's still got all the props and it's still in good condition. The reason they've used it basically so they can have 9 houses. If that's the case, I'd rather just have 8 and not add it there. That sounds a bit
kind of like
childish.
compensating for one,
Yeah.
In a way. Yeah.
So I think Comcast have kind of really put a stranglehold on art design, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not too like. Okay. I don't mind American Werewolf. The Maze was great in 2013, and the movie's awesome. So I don't mind it being there. The thing is that I would have preferred to see something else, but it's okay. I'll enjoy that maze the same as the first time. It's a great maze. So I mean, hopefully, kind of like maybe they'll tweak it around, like maybe like layout wise or a little bit, or add something extra in there. I don't know, but yeah, we'll see. But
I mean, I think the pub scene will change. I think they'll put actors in there in the beginning.
Right.
Maybe
yeah, that's a good one.
And maybe the Nazi zombie scene they'll do a bigger scene with that, because that was actually quite small. they could put a big play on that, really. But I think it's hard to top the house. That's the problem. If you tweak it, you ruin what the house was, why it was so good. You know,
Right. Yeah.
I get changing things, but it just seems if they change it now, really, they're just changing it to kind of not to make it better, just to change it for changing its sake.
Yeah.
Unless you put it like do like a mini prequel and set it in the village instead of London.
Yeah. Shouldn't have time for that though, David. If you get me, considering everything else that's planned.
Yeah.
You know how bad it gets. I mean, stuff. Still, something may get changed. Might at last minute. It usually does.
Especially, I'll be interested to see what happens due to this leak. See if anything does change. I mean, obviously, there's no time to change any of the mazes or anything, but if any of this, anything gets kind of tossed around or maybe cut.
I mean, the only one I could see getting cut is American Wealth in London, but I just think that must be set in stone for the way it got leaked. Because the original content houses, I can't really see how they get changed, really. It's usually IP that gets changed, and The Walking Dead set in stone, American Werewolf set in stone, so you've got your Freddy versus Jason, which, for it to be leaked, they must have sorted the contract out already, I believe. I mean, I don't know what you guys think.
Yeah. That's one of the mazes that that when it was on the leak, I would have loved to have found out via an announcement, and to have it just kind of thrown out there is it kind of, I wouldn't say it dulls any excitement for it, but it definitely kind of brings down the kind of wow factor of an announcement on behalf of what an announcement could have done, instead of having it just leak. And it's just like, because for me it's just like, oh well, Freddy vs. Jason's getting oh, that's really cool, I'm really excited for that. I kind of wish it would have built up the suspense to this big maze, and then they revealed it and it's Freddy vs. Jason. I think I would have been a lot more pumped for it than.
To be honest, I'm actually kind of upset that it happened, because now, and I was talking to David about it last night on on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Like now, there's nothing to speculate about as far as like most of the content that's gonna be at the event, because obviously it got leaked.
Yeah.
Could still kind of speculate on like maybe like if there's going to be a theme, how would the marketing and the advertisements be, all that stuff. But for the most part, it's a done deal. And there's always the possibility that they could change something. Last minute changes always happen. But I don't know if that's the case now. But yeah, it's just taking out the fun of it, the fun out of it, So it's kind of like, wow, okay.
I was saying, it was over Chewbacca. I was saying to you before on Psycho about, can you remember in 2013 when we did the full HNU, every night they was doing that reveal, and it was kind of like an anticlimax because we knew the houses, but we still obviously did it, and it was like, way Resident Evil, way. And you're like kind of thinking, and that final week it turned into the only game left was which house are they going to reveal tonight. That was it. It's a bit. I kind of wish it was like the old days for me when I never looked at kind of YouTube for updates. Like when I used to watch your video. Well, still obviously do, but I used to watch Psycho's videos. That's how I kind of got into doing this and etc. So I used to watch his videos and listen to the updates and speculation. But obviously the way the internet's gone and how widely and how big the event's gone now on The Walking Dead, you can't really get away from it. And I used to remember actually about a month before I was going and the full reveal had happened, and you look and think, wow, I can't wait to see that. Whereas like now we're in April, and I theoretically got 4.5 months, 5 months before I go to the event. We're going into September, so and you're thinking, and by the time it comes, the climax has gone. The anticipation, you've kind of, it gets overkill, doesn't it? Because you'll see everything now. You'll hear everything about every maze. These walkthrough videos after the first night, etc. So it's kind of does overkill. It does ruin it a little bit. I just think the only way to kind of get away from it now is turn all the Facebook groups off. If you're going to do that at the start of the year, and not go on YouTube and type in HHN and just stay away. But it's hard, and it's kind of strange, isn't it? Because we want to know realities, but we don't.
Yeah.
We're twisted. And then when we do find the list out and it's something we don't like, we're like, oh, that's crap.
Right. Yeah, Neil, like you were saying, I miss that feeling of excitement and like anticipation. Like I remember in 2011, that was my first year updating, and I was like super excited for August, the final day of August, and that's when they revealed the whole website and everything. I was like, oh, I can't wait. And then when all the houses were revealed and all the scary songs, I was like, oh man, this is so cool. But before that, like the build up was like super fun. It was so exciting. That no longer is, there anymore.
Yeah.
Not there anymore.
I mean, the thing is as well, I remember 2011, and what's strange is even like the people in the know now who come out with stuff, they didn't know the stuff, and they were guessing the houses based on the game. I mean, do you remember the games on the website? Like the House of Cards game, and the only one that everyone guessed was The Thing, where you had to like kill the silhouettes, like burn them. But there was things like the Forsaken one, etc. It was just great playing the games and guessing the clue. The one for the in between with the shapes, the symbols on the Ouija board or whatever it was. Yeah, it was. I used to love it, mate. And then when the house got revealed and you linked it to that game, you thought, oh, that's it, I understand it now. Whereas now it's like there's no website. There's a picture of the Walking Dead comes up. You're like, oh, okay. Walking Dead taking over the park. So
again,
that's slapping you in the face the whole time.
So, just in case no one's obviously heard the list, which is obviously going to be a bit strange, but let's go through the houses. So we'll start with the most blatantly obvious one. I'll go over to First Class Horror. The Walking Dead.
Jesus Christ. I mean, everybody knew it was coming. We all knew it was coming, but it's like, So, I talked about this last night. I don't know. It just like it's like a back step. You go back. Like what twists can they put on the house this year to up it from doing the biggest maze they've ever done?
Yeah.
This is my thing. Each year it's progressively got bigger. House-wise, obviously it was the event 2 years ago, but I just think this year, I think they must know that even fans of The Walking Dead will be a bit bored of it, etc. every year. And they also know, like, if you throw it in something big, do something big with it again.
Yeah.
And then push some original content out right to the back of like, and don't hardly do anything with it. People are going to be like pissed. So I just don't get it, man. I kind of get it one way because I know The Walking Dead brings money, but why not go away for a year and come back 26? As I say, it's 25 years. We understand that there's a bit of a difference of opinion. So what we'll do is we'll take out the firing line for a year. Hollywood can have it for a year because they love it, and then what we'll do is we'll bring it back for 26. And then, I think people may give it a bit of leeway then. But I just think doing 4 years on a bounce, problem is the same sort of zombies, not like 28 days later, so it's the same sort of like slower zombie and nothing really different.
No, Neil, don't dump Walking Dead on us. We don't want it anymore.
Well,
you can have it.
I was trying to be polite.
Yeah, you failed. It's still good.
They should do over at Hollywood Walking Dead under the Terror Tram. get to run over everyone.
Who was it I told about the crab walking zombies? From
Me, it was on our podcast the other day. Yeah, you said that.
God. I want to see. I will only enjoy The Walking Dead if they're all doing crab walks, just to make it different. Because they're not scary anymore.
Wasn't you just saying as well when the tramp pulled up that there was some of them were just like stood there like just waiting for you, just like stood like, oh yeah, and then the guy with crab walking, you know, okay.
Yeah, like they're all just, like they're basically doing what they do in the terror tram. When the tram comes to a stop, there's always a line of like either zombies or chainsaw people. They're all standing there, and then all of a sudden, two of them just get on their back and start crab walking towards us. And I turned to my friend, I'm like, those are the most flexible zombies I've ever seen in my life.
Oh man.
I'll tell you what, Hollywood has some crazy scare actors. I remember the best thing was it last year the info was got with the Chucky. You can clearly tell it's got like, it's like day 10, he's done it solid, you know what, she is pissed off, you know what, here's a knife, throws it at someone.
And he drops it.
Like, I don't know. It's, I mean, let's all hold our hands up. Chucky in a scare zone, it isn't gonna, it's not scaring anyone, is it? It's just like, oh look, there's Chucky, I'll have a picture, and after the bit it's like, this is shit. I'm just stood there taking photos. I'm throwing plastic knives. So.
I think with The Walking Dead, this has to be, and I know we said this like last year, but this has to be the last year. There's no way they can keep this running for multiple years, because the backlash is just going to keep growing and growing, and people just are going to get sick of it. And like you said, Neil, I mean, even fans of the show are going to say, well, we've seen it. What else are you going to do? Like, we're kind of just sick of it now.
The thing is, as well, is they still can't even put the original. They can't put the characters in it, and that's the thing. If they change that this year, everyone could say, "Oh, I'm going to see Rick Grimes, I'm going to see Daryl," but they still can't put the living characters in it. So there's a big room. The governor will be in it, which would be cool. So that'd be kind of cool, and they should have Tyrese there just to sit there crying in a chair about how unmanly he is. And with that holding Judith, I just want to see a dead body laying in a bed of flowers. That's me done there for Walking Dead house. A little girl. I mean, they did lay her on her, so why not do that little bitch?
Oh, we all want.
Walking Dead interactive maze, and you get to pull the trigger and shoot in the back of the head.
If you do one of the scenes,
look at the flowers.
That should be the tagline for the house. Walking Dead, look at the flowers.
have the guy who played in Everybody Hates Chris just being eaten alive. Everybody truly hates Chris.
I mean, on a serious note, let's go through some of the things they'll put in Walking Dead. You're going to have, I can't remember how the season starts. You have Terminus blow the fight at Terminus.
The destroyed version of Terminus.
Yeah. You're going to have lots of wood. You're going to have probably where you have barbecue.
Yeah.
The church, the hospital, what's it called? Thingy again, Atlanta, probably. The tank, probably put in there again. And then you'll have the church, and then... But this is the problem, you just literally... They're just scenes that have been in the show, but nothing, it's all the same stuff that in every scene.
Yeah.
I'll see. But should we move on to the next? Well, American Werewolf in London, I think we've already talked about, and I think it's kind of pointless to kind of go on about it.
We've talked to Walking Dead to death.
If anyone wants to hear about American Werewolf in London, just go to our videos 2 years ago and you can hear about American Werewolf. And the next one, the three of, I'll leave the best IP to last. Well, I say it's the best IP. Talk about Scream. Anyone want to go first?
Wait, what IP now? What house?
We'll go Scream. I'll save Freddy till Jason versus Jason till last.
Okay.
I'll go Scream. Anyone want to take the reins?
Okay, Scream can go either way. Scream can either be the TV series, which would be great promotion for MTV. And since MTV is not exactly a major studio, I think Universal would have some pull over that, do whatever they want with it. Or it's going to follow the movies, which, knowing how Mike loves classic films, even though Scream's not like a big classic, it's definitely one of the most popular modern day horror series. So it could still be based on the movies, or it could be both. It could be a mix of both. Have the two different Ghostface in the maze. It could be entirely different. I mean, this is up for debate right now. Scream's confirmed, but which one? Is it the TV series or is it the movie series? I'd like to believe that for popularity, because the original quadrilogy is quite popular, I'd have to say the films. However, it's still up for possibility that it's based on the MTV TV series, which is coming out, I believe, July. Is it July?
Yeah.
June
Yeah.
30th, I think.
Or it's June or July. And yeah, so it goes away, really, this one.
Yeah, I'm just I've got a feeling it's got to be the films. To be fair, I mean, the film Ghostface is everyone must admit Scream's all about Ghostface.
Yeah.
Probably one of the most popular Halloween masks at the moment. Well, has been for quite a few years. You don't get cheap ones as well of it, obviously. But I think that Scream is all about Ghostface, just like, you know, Nightmare on Elm Street's all about Freddy. I think that's the thing, and the other characters are just there to be killed as such.
Yeah.
So I think to go with a TV show, like Dave said, obviously it'll have to pull over MTV, but depending on how if the mask is included, obviously there's rumours it's gone back to the flesh face one now due to copyright, etc. Whatever's gone on.
Yeah.
They've got to go with the film, because otherwise I just think it'd be a bit of a mess. A bit like Dusk Till Dawn was last year, where it just felt a bit kind of no flow to it. People didn't really know what was going on because no one had seen the TV show. And everyone's just kind of looking at the plastic model of a woman with tits out in the shower scene. So, you know, I mean, Aaron, yeah, we did the tour, didn't we, together, and with Dusk Till Dawn, and even with the lights on and walking through, it still didn't make no sense, really. Even the guy admitted it didn't really flow. He was kind of
even his explanation for what was going on was kind of like, yeah, this is a room where, not really. It's just walls and there's stuff. And that's it.
Wall.
Seriously, honestly, it was got to be the worst. I mean, I hope you don't watch this or something. It was the worst tour guide ever. I was telling him stuff. I was going, oh, this is like, they can't do this and this. And he was like, yeah, and he could see by his face. He's like, I really just don't give a fuck. I just don't want to be here, and you're all annoying me, and I'll take pictures and go. I mean, there was one part of the house where I was taking a photo, and I was about 3 rooms behind. I think it was Aliens vs Predator. I was like, you weren't even bothered. I was like, well, yeah, go wherever you want. I don't care. I'll just lock you in the house. So. But yeah, I just think with Scream, obviously it's just generic, and you're in the streets, you're in an house, so it's how much of I got a feeling that'll be the smaller house, like your Resident Evil size, because I don't think there's that much you can do with it over Ghostface jumping out on you. And I mean, how many times can you have Ghostface jump out on you? To an extent. I mean, you got to have more times than Dracula jumping out at me in Dracula Untold, but oh well.
The sequel house is gonna have the handrail jumping out.
Oh man, please no, please no.
Then I get hit in the face, get knocked out.
It's so. I mean, I'll be honest. Scream for me doesn't really excite me. I understand. I kind of enjoy the film, but I just think it might be a bit tedious after a while. But that's just me.
We had on the Terror Tram back in 2011, and just having Ghostface jump out every 2 seconds kind of took it away. Like, it took the feel of, like, suspense. And it was just like, oh, there's a Ghostface, there's a Ghostface, there's a Ghostface. Oh, look over there, there's another Ghostface. And it just wasn't scary anymore.
I mean, how do you think Feel Psycho?
Um, Scream is. I like Scream, but I'm not so excited about it, to be honest. I can see it being, yeah, I can see it like in a tent, and I think it's just gonna be really similar to Halloween in the way like of the sets and Ghostface popping out. I can see that being, very similar to it, but I'm like okay about it, to be honest. I'll take it, whatever.
Yeah, it could be worse, I suppose. Um, I think on the note as well with Scream, I think anything to do with Fox has gone. I think American Horror Story will never come to the event. I think this was the only year it probably would have come due to the of what it's obviously got on it at the minute with its Freak Show. I think Freak Show was the easiest thing to do as a maze, get scared, and I think it also puts in any kibosh for Annabelle ever coming, which is probably finished by the time they would have used it anyway. So
Yeah.
yeah, especially if it is the TV show. Obviously, it then just shows that you just couldn't either one sort anything out or just didn't want it.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So next one is Insidious. Anyone want to start? Yeah. Was that you, Aaron?
That was me.
I'll let you start on it then.
I'm not really. I don't know why, but I just don't care about Insidious at all.
Boo, Wendy Testerberger. Boo.
I mean, it could be good, and I've heard a lot of people say that it was good in Hollywood, but
Oh, it was fantastic, mate. It really was.
I don't know. I'm not that excited for it, but I guess, I mean. That's if I could sum it up in anything, it's
Psycho, how do you feel with Insidious coming? Been rumoured for about 3 years now, and it's the third year, and the year it's actually hardly been rumoured, it's actually came.
Right. I'm really looking forward to it. I like the first one. I really liked the first movie. The second one was alright. But yeah, just like the whole concept of like of a haunted house and ghosts in there and stuff like that. I've been wanting since 2012, like it had Dead End, which was an amazing house, and since then I've been wanting another maze like that, and where it's in a house, a haunted house with ghosts, obviously. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Should be cool.
So, David, I mean, obviously you've experienced Hollywood, haven't you?
Yeah. The reason I'm excited to see it is because having experienced the tent version in Hollywood, and I know I've talked to John about this, that was an amazing maze. It was very well done, very creepy. I'm a big fan of ghost mazes anyway. I love supernatural ghost mazes, and I believe there's not a lot of them, which is a shame. Mostly it's slashers and monsters and stuff. The reason I'm excited for that Orlando's getting it is having seen what they were able to do, what John and Chris were able to do with putting it in a tent. I can't wait to see what they do putting it in a house in a soundstage with the space that they get to work with. It just excites me to see how much potential this could really bring out with bigger spaces and bigger environments. And having whether they do all three films or just base it on number three is kind of still up for speculation. But I think either way, I think this will be a really cool maze. Because looking back at the history of Orlando's supernatural mazes, they tend to do really well. Like John said, Dead End was fantastic. And then you've got the Legendary Truth, Haunted House, the Windsor Estate.
Oh, amazing house.
So I feel, even though this is an original Ghost Maze, I still think it's going to bring in a large crowd. I think it's going to be quite popular, and I think it's going to do really well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, we don't really tend to get that many supernatural houses, so it is a good change. Obviously, we know they're using Insidious as an IP, but if this was a rip-off maze of Insidious, I think a lot more people would be a bit more pumped for it. I think it's the fact now that we are getting a bit. At first, I wasn't that bothered, but we do get a bit peed off with all the IPs coming. And I think obviously The Walking Dead has kind of contributed to that fact, where we just kind of feel now that, we know where the power is. We know that they're not listening to people such as the fans, and they'll just throw an IP, willy-nilly, no matter what the concept is, just because it is an IP, whereas there is other kind of themes they could do. And like I said, I mean, I would have loved. I mean, one of the original houses maybe this, but I would have loved kind of a Universal Classic Monsters house as a nod, kind of to keep you in. I mean, you guys all know when it's come up to Halloween and you see pumpkins and windows and you get the leaves off the trees and you get that Halloween feel. I think that's what a Classic Monsters house would have brought to the event. It would have given it that kind of anniversary feel to it, where even if the maze wasn't scary, it just would have been a great feeling going through, and a bit of a nod to say, thanks for yous, because if it wasn't for yous, we wouldn't be here today. So give it that nostalgic feel. Insidious, let's say, I'm looking forward to it. And I think I'll enjoy it. I think it'll be a good walkthrough, and I think it's helped as well with the fact with American Werewolf coming back, because I think I'm kind of a bit stumped by that, and after going through it 13 times, because I never thought I'd see it again. And with the lights on as well. So, but yeah, I think they should do all right. So the big one for the big IPs now. Please, Lord, don't ruin this. Freddy versus Jason. I'll let Psycho take the handle on this one.
Yep.
So, I'll be honest, mate.
I'm so pumped. I'm so ready. Oh my gosh. This is awesome. I really hope that this is real. It does not change. This should be really awesome. The only thing I really hope that is incorporated in this maze, not like in AVP, is that Jason and Freddy actually fight. We have like a few scenes with them actually struggling and fighting. So that would be cool. But yeah, I just can't wait to see what they would do with it. Now my question is, would they do it on the movie, or will they do it on like something original with it, kind of like they did with AVP? But that depends on the studios if they let them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm completely the same. I think, but I mean, the thing is with Freddy versus Jason, it's kind of similar to when you did a Freddy house in the past or Jason. It's more about the actual person than the surroundings, so you can get away with anything. I think they will have a scene in Hell, a big battle in Hell, and it can just flip all over. And I think people just love seeing them two iconic characters in one maze. I think that'll be the biggest buzz. The surroundings will just be like just somewhere to put them. I think everyone will just be looking to see some kind of iconic battle scenes between, which I hope they do. I hope it is a battle rather than Aliens versus Predator, where the Predator's just like stood there basically with his dick out, staring at us as we walk around the maze. He's just kind of like, yeah, I can see you're 6'5" and you just stood there looking like you really can't be bothered anymore. Just holding a dead body that you clearly can see you behind. But yeah, that's my thoughts. People are listening thinking, what, there was actually a Predator stood there with his dick out. I will say there wasn't a Predator stood there with his dick out, I don't think. Anyway.
I think we're probably all in agreement as well that there needs to be some kind of interaction between Freddy and Jason, and obviously, as you said, not like AVP where you've got the Predators. I mean, at some stages, I think Neil, me and you actually went through the maze one night, and they probably could have just put in statues of predators
Yeah, I remember that.
instead of actual scare actors at all.
I mean, can you remember the one at the end where the alien puppets to your right hand side? It's like a broken window, and just before you go in the crawl tunnel, and he was literally just stood at the left hand side of us, and you thought, oh, he's going to attempt to move or something. He just literally just stood there. I just say, look at the puppet.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, and then it was just it just looked like he couldn't be bothered. So,
like I've seen some people saying that with Freddy coming back or whatever, that they might have people, something similar to maybe from Dusk Till Dawn, where you've got the guy at the start talking.
Yeah.
Somebody as Freddy. I mean, that would be cool, but I don't know if I could see that happening. But I do think that I just hope they don't get Jason, obviously big 6'5" guys, and just put them standing in like doorways.
Yeah.
And just let that be it.
As long as he doesn't nearly break my jaw again, I'll be happy. That was my own fault, I admit, but I actually can't remember the rest of the maze because I actually couldn't really see because my eyes are gone because he punched me right across the face.
Yeah.
So I thought I broke my jaw. Oh well. But you know what would be good if they had Kelly Rowland, or what she's called, getting stabbed up. That'd be good. I'd enjoy that.
Just the scene where she gets smashed off the tree.
Yeah. I must have to point out that I just think of actually no, I did say Tyrese getting killed. I thought every time I mention it's a woman getting killed, but I'm not sexist. Men can die as well. Yes, I mean with the IPs, I think a lot of them speak for themselves. You kind of know what to expect, and you know what to expect, and it's just whatever you expect, you're openly do has to bring to the table. I think with it. Now, obviously, original content houses. We've got the 4, and then we'll just speak openly about. We've got Run, which now apparently isn't featuring Eddie, which don't get. I mean, if they're doing his house, they're just doing a reboot, but why not put Eddie in there? Don't make no sense because a lot of people don't really know who Eddie is, so it'd be a nice way to introduce him to the HHN kind of fan base. For the younger audience. We've got Alice in Wonderland in 3D, which I think I'm thinking a lot of people it's going to be like 08, but where the Scare Zone obviously being announced. We have got Blizzard Codename, which is Shady Brook, Body Collectors, and Hallowed Pass. So I'll let you guys kick off with which ones you want to talk about first. Which one do we think is the most anticipated? Or is that going to be easy? Is that going to be Hallowed Pass?
For me, anyway, it would be Blizzard.
Yeah.
I think I'm more excited for Blizzard, yeah. The Body Collectors. Yeah.
Body Collectors coming back. That is fantastic.
Yeah. I think I've said it before, but in 2008, there's a part where obviously the room snakes round, and you go into the next room. And I went in and I was actually like Spider-Man across the wall. I think that been even levitating. And they kind of cornered me in the middle of the wall, and I was screaming that bad. And my brother stood in the doorway. That the woman behind my brother thought I was an actor screaming because I was sat down, and she started panicking. No, going, he's got to be an actor. He's got to be an actor. And they just wouldn't leave me alone, obviously, because they got me good. And my brother was laughing. He was in, and it was right in the end room where I think it was cutting someone up, and then they came around the table. I love that maze. I love how they use the skate shoes as well, and the Scare Zone in front of the house, which I'm hoping to do this year with the houses. They put, like Hello Scream do it all the time, they put a little bit of a Scare Zone of characters from that property in front of that house, so that'd be cool. But Body Collectors, for anyone who's not experienced it, amazing, absolutely amazing. It is proper creepy, really dark, white, big eyes, big teeth, just kind of... I mean, it's Slender Man, really, in a sense, isn't it? That's,
Well, if anyone's seen the Buffy the Vampire Slayer episode...
The Gentleman, yeah.
Oh, it's such a good episode.
Essentially, it's the Gentleman.
Yeah. It's, I love it, mate. I just love Body Collectors. Where else were?
And Shady Brook as well is combined with that. So that'd be friggin' awesome to see. the body collectors inside Shady Brook, whether it's the asylum, probably I would think it's something.
Do you think that they'll show up in there and just have like the body collectors like pretty much tearing the whole place up, like killing all the inmates or something like that?
Actually, it'd be interesting that they could, timeline-wise, in terms of the story, they could place it before Shady Brook gets shut down. So it's before the first incident at Shady Brook, and then in between, it's where the body collectors come in and they basically, like you said, John, just rip the place down. And then after that is Echoes of Shady Brook, where they're basically haunting the building. So you could easily place it in the timeline. But it takes place during wintertime, which also would take place before the Christmas Shady Brook. Maybe.
Right. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm really curious to see what exactly is going to happen, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah. What do you guys think? First class. Yeah.
I mean, for me, like,
It's like a way, man. Take away must come.
for me, any original content, obviously, with my first year only being 2 years ago, like I can't wait to see. Obviously, like that's my favorite episode of Buffy is Hush, and from reading about the body collectors and what everybody has said, you know, reading about Shady Brook, like I can't wait for original. I just wish, as bad as this might sound to everybody, if they just done 9 original houses, just so I could experience some of the old stuff.
Yeah.
Because I missed out on a lot of stuff, and that's why I kind of was hoping this year it would be original heavy, so I could see some of the older stuff, or I could, you know, see some houses coming back or stories developed.
I mean, Aaron, to everyone don't know who Aaron's first class are, by the way. So, can you remember when we met ILO and TJ outside of Dracula? I think I was slagging.
Tell them about the handrail.
You know what was funny? It was Aaron who kind of spotted him, but I was absolutely taking the piss out of the house. I think I was saying, I can't believe how bad the house is, blah, blah. And next thing, they stood at the side of us and like, oh yeah, your vent's great. Can't say that. Felt saying, your vent's great, but can you just move that fucking handrail, please? Because it's, and I was going to say, when's Dracula going in? Or do we have to wait till it goes dark for him to come out because he's into coffee and still? But TJ said to me, he was saying about how we come over from the UK, etc. And all that. He said, well, make sure you don't miss next year. You come next year. I went, all right. Yeah. And he told us basically it was going to be like old school. That's what he said to us.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get that it kind of is, but I think I would have rather, like Aaron just said, I would have loved something like, say, 6 original houses and 3 IPs.
Yeah,
You know?
I agree with
Yeah.
And they could have got out to, because let's be honest, let's just quickly go through the IPs, right? The Walking Dead, American Werewolf for London, Insidious, Freddy vs. Jason, and Scream. The only ones I think that are bringing people to the park specifically just to go in them houses are The Walking Dead, and then Freddy vs. Jason. I think the other 3, you could toss them away and you still get the same crowds.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, people love Scream, but the thing is with Freddy vs. Jason, you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone, throwing all them in, and Walking Dead, obviously, everyone, for all the complaints, every time we see the queue lines are 3 hours long, etc., we know it's a big pull, but I just think with the other 3, you could have easily just gone with, say, Body Collectors, a Jack the Clown House, and something else, just on their own, and they still would have had the big queues, you know. But and people still would have come, but that's just me. I'm hoping the scare zones make up for it, though.
Yeah.
Make up for about 3 years worth of that.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But,
They should just do the entire street experience The Walking Dead again.
oh,
Oh,
fuck.
please no.
Oh,
Not
man.
again.
I'd have the shakes. I'd be sat there crying. But I mean, I mean, the only one, to be fair, was on about there's no speculation. The hallowed past house is the people on Horror Nightmares are saying it's not an hallowed past house. It's more of a HHN icon house. So I think it's going to be more of an history of HHM.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is not what they've kind of. Some people have said similar, but this is just like my view. I think it's going to be history of HHM. That's why Eddie's not in Run, because Eddie's going to be in there. Overexposing, give him an house on his own and being another house. And I think we're going to see characters like Nightingales, Forsaken, Winter's Night. Just I think we'll have a mixture of all things HHM from all the years. I think that's how it'll work in the house. That's how I see the house, as a bit of a nod. And hopefully they throw the classic monsters in there. That'd be cool to have a room with a few of them in.
Right, yeah, that'll be cool.
It'd be great to do a start to finish, so like it starts with them, and then as you go on, it goes through the years, and then it ends with Lady Luck impaled on a spike, or impaled on an handrail.
Dracula impales Lady Luck, yeah.
Yeah, he'd have to show up first, though, wouldn't he?
The handrail impaled him.
So, I mean, what do you guys think of the hallowed past house?
I'm really excited for it personally. I mean, I love it'd be a great celebration of all the cool icons and mazes that they've had in the past. The first one was amazing. This one, I'm sure, will be just as good. It'd be great to see kind of celebrate the past of HHN. 25 years it's been going, and that's amazing. To have a maze dedicated to its history and some of its best moments, can't get better than that. It's just fantastic. So me personally, I'm really excited for that.
What do you think, Psycho?
Oh yeah, I'm all for it. I'm very excited to see what it's gonna entail specifically. Given how Neil, you just said it's gonna be more of like an icon-based house.
Well, yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what some people said. Someone was in the know. Someone said something, and he said you're getting closer, and he said an icon house. So that's what made me think it'll be kind of an history of he'll have the icons plus characters from that have appeared in HH, strong characters. So Nightingales is obviously a massive fan favourite, so I think that'll be thrown in there as well.
Yeah.
Even just like one or two of them, will do no harm. I mean, I'd rather see Nightingales and then a Lady Luck. That shitty plastic mask. I mean, oh man. I remember walking down Sting Alley with the light when it was daylight. You're like, oh my word, we'll have to let these out now. Just kept it close till dark.
Yeah, dude. What the heck? Like, I thought they were gonna use they should have used a facial prosthetics and stuff. What the heck?
Wasn't there something about they did have that, but then it kind of didn't work or something, or the cost or something, so they decided to get these masks with massive. What was their massive eyes about? Like a bug eyes.
It looked like an alien.
Well, actually been doing poppers through her eyelids. Anyone in the US that doesn't know what poppers are, they like this stuff that people sniff and then they get a little bit high, and then I don't take them. Or some people take them and then get bumped. Sam in Blackpool. Way off topic. Don't go Blackpool either, it's a shithole. Oh man, I'll get some hate for that. It is.
Maybe Lady Luck will finally have her own an actual freaking legit opportunity for a good little set in there in Hollow Pass, because the Scarce one was kind of crappy. I'm sorry.
What's called the I just can't understand. I think they missed a perfect opportunity for a Rip from the Silver Screams 2 house. That's what's annoyed me this year.
Yeah.
I loved the Usher. I loved that year. I loved the old kind of concept of it. I just think that's what I was hoping American Wealth in London was going to be in, My original thought was, I thought someone's obviously sent in a request for the people that get the stuff out of the storeroom, like how they do the order picking type thing, requested that certain puppets, etc., get sent to such place. I'll put the order in and they see it, and that's how the leaks go. Like, oh, they're doing something with American Wealth in London. And then that's what it was eventually going to be. But if it's announced, that's what's kind of annoyed me. But oh well.
Yeah, like I really would have liked to see silver screens too. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing, Jam. Honestly, John. What I loved was the fact that you actually. I can't remember you guys. I mean, was the actual entrance to the house through Universal Plaza? Was it through where they do the makeup show? Was that the actual entrance to it in there, or did they use it around the side?
Wait.
Let's have a look.
You're talking about silver screens?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was through the entrance was through the front of the
Plaza, yeah. So, and the actual facade was great. It was weird because you gone in the cinema, but then it was the old ticket booth type thing, and it was dusted down with tickets on the floor and stuff. It was just really good. And
it was incredible, yes, definitely.
Yeah, David said, like when you said on the last podcast about when El Kukui got you, well, they did something similar, and they'd have the person stood there, and then what's he called? Now it's going to do me. I didn't know My Bloody Valentine. He come racing through the curtain, and I just stood there thinking it's employee, and he got right in my face, and I thought, oh, Harry Bowden or something like that. Yeah, he got right in my face. I'm like, all right, okay, that's cool. It just got shit hanging out my ass.
Oh, Neil, by the way, I just saw that picture of Lady Luck. That's just friggin' terrible.
Wait, what's that? Oh, seen it. Oh, that's.
I haven't seen it up close until you've shown this picture, and it's terrible.
It's really is, and they opened the scare zone in daylight, which just didn't make no sense. Because it was in Stingalley, so they could even have had it closed all night. You know what I mean? Until it goes dark about an hour into the event, if that, when you do the stay and scream. So it just kind of made no sense to me. It was just part.
You know, it'd been really cool if they had made like a casino maze, which was actually rumored that year. A casino maze, and then just have Lady Luck show up in there and like her minions and stuff. That would have been really interesting. Better than a freaking scare zone in Sting Alley. God, horrible. I mean, I don't know.
But that's the other thing. Obviously, we're using Sting Alley this year. I mean, some of the scare zones. If anyone wants to go through the scare zones that were kind of rumored, leaked.
I'm really excited for the icons one. Really quickly, like the with all the icons. That will be a cool scare zone. To finally get them all the famous icons in one place.
Yeah, I agree.
Didn't they do something similar for 16?
Yeah, I mean they do tend to do. Obviously, they had it for 20 as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
Around the yeah. I think every anniversary type thing they always kind of do the thing, so it's kind of cool, and it makes me wonder if I think someone said it might be New York actually, but I was hoping it'd be more kind of in Hollywood. And it'll be more of a photo op thing, so
yeah,
because that'd be cool to get some photos with him. To be fair, considering that we might not ever see him again for a while, gone off how it's gone. We'll see Walking Dead now this year. But yeah, and if you go on opening night, make sure you take some pictures because they'll probably change them a week after because someone will get offended.
Yeah.
What did I send Vic a link? Did I send Vic a link of something else? I don't know what I sent him. I thought I sent him Google. I think anyway. Yeah, so it's just kind of a bit of a strange one, to be honest. Some scares. I mean, there's some rumours. There's a Shady Brook scare zone leading up to the house. There's what's the other one now? The Icon scare zone.
Trick or treat.
Yeah, Trick or Treaters. Yeah, which is obviously kind of an easy one to do. They've done it in the past. They've done it numerous times. Obviously, and it's kind of a not a trick or treat without obviously.
You think that'll be the schoolhouse or something like that?
Well, apparently this where the schoolhouse was. They're doing something similar to Carnival Carnage. Apparently with a show across from Mel's Diner. So that's where the schoolhouse obviously was, and the barn. So I don't know where to put the schoolhouse. I'm trying to think where the only way they could kind of put it somewhere. But then you walked through it last time was like where the tank was for The Walking Dead. But then we all know that.
Yeah.
You know, when they use that tank for The Walking Dead, I completely forgot it was there because they put it on the pavement, fenced off, and nothing to get you to draw your attention to it, like someone getting attacked in the tank or on top of the tank. They just kind of you forgot about it. It was out of the way, but no, it's cool. It's I'm more. I think I'm more psyched for the streets this year than I've been like previous for a good few years now.
Yeah.
I think it's I used to love just grabbing a drink and just sitting there and watching the scare zones. I just feel like they've had no kind of what's the word? No, there's been no atmosphere around the park. It's just literally felt like here's 8 houses and there you go.
Yeah.
The previous
And that's what they need to bring back, seriously. Themes, everything is connected, a storyline.
What's it called? There's what's it called? I was going to say just what's that now? Well, someone just messaged me. I won't say who because I'll tell you in the chat. But someone's telling me that someone may be getting in trouble at Universal over this leak.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I often wonder how this stuff gets leaked. I was talking to Cyril on Disney yesterday, just saying like how something like that can just happen, and it has to, like somebody somewhere obviously has to have said something.
Yeah.
And then it gets passed down the line.
The problem is now it's obvious that since Comcast have got the fingers in the pie, that's how things are leaking out because they're not a close-knit unit anymore. They're not doing it off their own backs. They're not doing it for love. It's literally like just going to work now for a lot of them. So some of the people that'll be leaking stuff will be like, yeah, we're doing this, we're doing that, like you do when you go on from work to talk. Whereas in the previous years, the people that worked in it all, obviously TJ, IL, Roddy, etc., they've all had a proper love and wanted to keep everything under wraps, and they obviously kind of kept a close unit. Whereas now it just seems that that's what it is. It's just because Comcast got involved, and obviously the people, even though ILO and all's in charge, there'll be people that are obviously kind of working under him, but they're just basically working for Comcast, basically, So, and that's probably how it comes out, because it's like anything. I suppose like when I'm doing stuff for Scare Kingdom, and I can't really do anything like a podcast or anything on it. But Sarah, my wife, knows everything that's going on. My brother knows everything that's going on. You just talk, don't you? And obviously, with that in mind, with how big the event is, and you get people that think, oh, I want to be, I want to tell everyone, I want to be the new Dr. Jimmy and take his handle, basically. So I think that's what's happened. I think someone's wanted to be the new Dr. Jimmy on another website, another forum, and decided to reveal everything.
Yeah. No, it's like now recently with Casilda Carcosa, that's another person there.
I stay old school. I still stay to Dr. Jimmy, mate.
Yeah, I'll just stay with Dr. Jimmy.
Until that other person starts singing Clues. But and I won't be singing again after my last attempt on the Rocky Horror clip. But what's it called? Here's another one for you guys. It sends me into the chat with myself. Let's see if I can send Vic a link a minute. I just think.
Neil.
Yeah.
Have you tried clicking on invite people?
That's what I'm gonna. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do now. Is it Dr. Emmett? Is he still? I'll send him an invite. And
let me try sending him an invite. See if it works.
and I'll. But yeah, I mean, do you guys think that this will lead to no leaks next year?
I do believe Universal will probably really clamp down. This is by far one of the biggest leaks that Universal has ever had for Horror Nights. I mean, in the past we've had maybe one or two, but this is the entire listing of what's going to be too big for them to ignore.
No, man, I'm telling you, if I were them, I would freaking like be so extremely like cautious now and so strict with everybody. Like, hey, you talk, you're freaking fired. Okay, don't talk. Like, yeah, they have to be really quiet. Keep it under control, because this is absurd.
I do think it has a lot to do with what you said as well, Neil. About just like Comcast people and not necessarily people in charge, people that may be under ILO and everybody else, but obviously they get to see treatments, they get to see whatever, and then kind of go home and tell, and then maybe somebody else finds out, a friend, and you know, you're the guy at work that knows the lineup for HHN.
Yeah.
Just want to tell everybody. It kind of sucks.
What's happened to it?
Biggs posted a picture. It says, "We're sorry, but this product is not available on your device. We can't access it from this device, I guess."
That's weird. I just wonder how Art and Design offices the office is right now. Like,
Yeah.
Trolley wreck.
I see somebody there said Universal won't even discuss Horror Nights until about June because of this. I reckon that's probably. I think they'll keep their head down and probably try to go kind of quiet on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's well, the thing is that's strange though is, I mean, I'll be honest, this year I thought this year was going to be the year that it all get leaked anyway, because we all obviously know how kind of, you know, how long they've been going on and how long, you know, it's been being planned, certain things, etc. I think they released Jack the Clown out, but it makes me wonder, did release Jack the Clown out, one, to a nod to the fans, and two, because someone was about to shout their mouth off.
Yeah.
Obviously, because the person that played Jack in the video, but I'm getting messages from a person and tell me a lot of stuff as we're chatting now, so that's why I've been a bit quiet. I feel a bit sad, really, because I mean, they're obviously going to be looking into probably looking into like who's leaking stuff, so it's one of them now, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
See, somebody asked, do you guys think that Universal will do one full reveal or individual reveals like last year because of the leak?
I think they will still do individuals as planned. I mean, they may play it off like, oh guys, this may not be the final list, even though it probably is. So they'll probably keep it under wraps. So they'll keep doing individual announcements along the year until Horror Nights comes out.
I mean, it's I mean, I'll just say what I've just been told. They were saying that said the thing is now that in the past things have been leaked by people in a way to maybe encourage people, you know, as this is a leak and people get excited for someone just to see what the hype around something is.
Yeah.
And then obviously that could be a way that they choose the path for marketing for the event. Obviously, The Walking Dead being something like that, but it's just saying now that it could also alert more than A&D, and even those at uni, it may even go further right up, and they could view the leak as a financial threat. as ridiculous as it sounds. So I mean, after reading that, I can kind of see where they're coming from. I mean, other parks and can plan around it. Can even copy the original content houses, and the tickets for that event may be a bit cheaper. So people thinking, I don't want to see The Walking Dead, I don't want to see American Werewolf in London. I'll go to that event because they're basically doing the same premise of Alice in Wonderland and such a thing, in a sense.
Yeah.
Do you think that's gonna be like Asylum in Wonderland, just a house one?
Yeah, I can see it being 3D because it's quite psychedelic, isn't it? You know, the actual cartoon's psychedelic as well, so it fit right in.
Yeah, the with Asylum, sorry, not Asylum, with Alice in Wonderland 3D, I kind of see it going more towards like kind of a like we've talked about, basically rip-offs of like unlicensed rip-offs without having to pay license. I can see it being more closer to like American McGee's Alice, just this dark, twisted version of Alice in Wonderland, just with that's really colorful in 3D. That way they don't have to pay license. It's just we need a gimmicky maze for this year. Let's do Alice in Wonderland. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's bright and colorful. We can do it.
Colors, the maze.
Yeah, basically it's color the maze.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to read these messages. It's a bit but yeah, that's kind of it's a bit of a. I mean, we're all a bit sad by the leaks, etc. Obviously, it's quite exciting at first. You've got some exclusive thing, but I suppose it's like kind of finding your Christmas presents on I don't know, October 30th, unwrapping them, playing, looking at the case over and over again till you get to Christmas Day and you can finally open it. It's like there's no surprise there. It's like, oh,
yeah.
I know I'm getting that porn box set. So I've already had a tub to the back cover. But I just kind of instead of my one gripe this year, instead of Medical Werewolf for London, give me anything. Even I would have rather preferred Halloween.
Yeah.
You know, so John would have been literally like kind of he would have been fist pumping.
Yeah.
So, any of you guys want to say anything before we go? I think we've covered it all.
Well, no, I just can't wait to, like, I mean, even though we know the lineup, I still get excited for the announcements because you kind of find out more about the details and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, I hope that this year is a great one and very memorable, and it's looking like it's going to be that way. But yeah, we'll see. That's really all I have to say.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, even then, we've still got Hollywood. Hollywood hasn't leaked anything, thank goodness. Because we're also... Oh, I'm just kidding. We still got the Hollywood event that we could speculate and still look forward to like their announcements as well. So there's still hope, even though the leak is unfortunate, and God help the person who accidentally leaked it or on purpose. But yeah, I mean, there's still like John said. I mean, there's still to look forward to the actual video announcements because they're always cool. Like, they're always cool to see.
The thing is though, like I really, really hope it happens this year, at least just this year. Like they have a storyline, a theme, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the different houses and stuff. I mean, they can somehow interconnect them in a way, kind of like in 23. Remember, where all the houses were in the woods, in the dark woods. So that was pretty cool how they interconnected all of them into one setting. So
Sorry. Okay, is Aaron? Aaron, you still there?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ask the same question on the tour about how does it all connect with the evil tape route? No, I asked the woman. I said, "How does it all connect?" And she looked at me, looked around the back to make sure the other person wasn't stood there who was with her, and she went, "It doesn't." I was like, "What?" And she said the people that were running the site, because was it called PS, the character? It was actually ILO and everyone else, and that's why it went random, because apparently on one night someone hadn't seen the post that had been put up that day. One had already put up and posted something, and that's why it made no sense, because they were just having to do it itself, but they just started randomly putting stuff on that kind of, because of the previous clue that they hadn't watched the video, and they didn't know someone had put it up, they'd put something on, like threw everything off, and in the end it just got that much of a mess that they just went, oh, just leave it, we'll just pretend it didn't happen.
yeah, that sucked.
I mean, I love the twigs they had on the front of the Universal Studios. That kind of was nice.
Maybe they'll reuse them for a scare zone. I just hope that whatever else, like scare zone wise, or if we're gonna get some kind of a, I've seen people talking about maybe having something similar to the Arrival show,
Yeah.
including Jack and stuff like that. I hope if there is anything like that, that it doesn't get leaked, and we can have a little bit to look forward to.
The thing is, on the Arrival show,
What else? Yeah, or like how is it? How 17 Carnival of Carnage. Everything will send to Carnival, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that at least, you know. That would be nice.
Well, I'm going to get going. Unfortunately, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure, and I'm sure we'll do something soon. I'm sure we'll. It'd be great if someone actually said, "Yeah, you know what? That wasn't the house list, and we've just done 2 hours talking about a list some guys just randomly put on the internet." Or it would be great if Medical Wealth London didn't turn up. But it's weird, really, because it is a great house, but it was just overkill, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do we all agree that? Do we reckon there could have been anything else? They must have some other props in the storage, you know.
Yeah.
Creatures.
They could have done Roanoke versus Dracula Untold.
with 20% more handrails.
Open season, no one in the house. They could have just done the house with no one in it, and no one would have noticed.
Neil, you're still hoping for that Invisible Man.
Oh yeah, definitely scare zone, and he's and he can even put Wonder Woman's jet in there because it'd be massive. Like that'd be big. Spend the loads on the budget of that invisible jet. I'll tell you what, you know, you haven't got your Phantom of the Opera again, have you?
One day.
I think you linked about 7 houses to it. I think your mind was just trying to link anything.
Desperation overload.
No. I mean, I suppose that's one thing we got. We got to wait for Dr. Jimmy's videos to see what clues, if any, we got right. You know. So I'm hoping to see if the Body Collectors one that I linked to Body Collectors was right. I bet it's completely wrong, even though Body Collectors has come. It's just like the luckiest guess ever. But, yeah. So yeah, it's been a pleasure. And I'm sure we'll do another one this weekend. I think Horror Night Updaters have got one on Friday/Saturday, if I'm not right. I'm a psycho.
I believe it's Friday.
Yeah, I think we're aiming for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow in the US and Saturday morning in the UK. So
me and Neil are just gonna stock up on caffeine.
Yeah. I'll just put a butt plug in. That'll keep me awake.
I mean, we'll see.
And yeah, it's been a pleasure. So it's goodbye from me, UK HHN.
Goodbye from me, Aaron, First Class Horror.
You forgot his name then. It's Aaron, First Class Horror.
Oh.
Oh wait, go ahead. No. Say it again. You go.
This is live. It's live TV, guys.
Anyway, have a good one, guys. This is David from Crazy Englishman.
All right, bye-bye.
So professional. Bye.
But
I can't get it off.
You can't get it up, or you can't
I've got
get
it.
it off.
I found it. It froze. It froze. Well, bye, guys.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, because you know why it froze? Because let it go, can't hold it back anymore. On that note, see you later.
That's it.
Bye.
I'll let my